I'm doing my best.
All right. Check, 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 double check, triple check.
My version of all of that is to get my Snap It Brothers mug in the right hand and know which direction I'm supposed to aim it.
Got another good one. Okay. Harry, are you ready?
I am. I'm here.
Oh my gosh. Look
I'm
at
off the
us.
leash. I'm off the leash and ready to go.
Off the leash and on the loose.
Oh, there you go. All right. I've
Oh,
been
good morning.
practicing.
Good morning. Oh, hey,
Happy
nice one.
Sunday. Hope your day's getting started well.
I,
And the same to all of you out in Snap It land
yeah, since
on the
this
planet Snap It.
the Snappeteers.
We have a new merch, ears. Snap it to your
Well, that'd be
ears.
good. We need the ears on the
Yeah,
Snappeteers
right.
hats.
Yeah, big shutters.
Okay, here we go with the begging. Like, subscribe, jump in on the conversation. The live chat
Yeah.
is
Hey,
is for you.
you
And
think Kurt and I like talking to each other?
well, we kind of do, but it'd
Right.
be
Yeah.
fun if
Well.
somebody jumped in there. Checking to make sure Linda's ready to go. Our number one viewer, and
Yeah. And Bob, I hope you're out there,
Bob,
and I
yeah.
hope you're wearing your Snap It cap and your Snap It T-shirt. I'll get you some Snap It underwear too. Whoop, tongue watch.
Well, the featured item this week is, guess what? Hats.
Oh no, more
Yep.
hats.
You could.
Oh, and yeah, Kurt, you and I were talking earlier about offering Snap It heads for
Yes.
people who are deficient in number of in head count. We can get you a couple more so you can wear all the hats at once.
All at
And this, I
once
think, is ideal. Yeah,
in the
more
five
is more, not more is
in the
less, except for you,
five
Les.
available colors.
Yeah, right. And yeah,
Well,
people when they get the hats, they'll feel the necessity of having a head. So we can charge a lot for the
yeah, we'll
heads
sell the
and
hats
keep
and
the
the
hats
heads.
cheap.
Well, that being said, we did go out Wednesday, and boy, oh boy, it was hot and humid, and we did this for you.
Yeah. We went to Porto's on your behalf for
No,
your sake.
we went to Porto's for us.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
we
right.
took some
It's
pictures,
like
and here
this.
they are.
Yeah. This I think in fact I'm sure I took it just before you got back from your car. So I was really on the loose. I had nothing
Boy,
to
footloose and fancy free.
yeah, really. And I was thinking when I originally saw this, this reminds me of the Disney Haunted Mansion thing, where
Oh
these
yeah,
ghost figures kind of appear out of nowhere and start dancing. This T-shirt didn't do any dancing, but it looked like it was floating around in the scene.
it looks great. It's with the classic Harry. Give me just a quick second here.
I've also maybe admit this to our to our vast audience. Yeah, I have debates with myself about whether I should continue to take these pictures because you know you look at the day books of Edward Weston, and he gets irked with people who say, "Oh, you should really go back and photograph more peppers. That's your thing," or more nudes. And he's on to photographing other things. And Joni Mitchell said a similar thing. She,
Yeah.
that people never said to Van Gogh, "Paint a starry night again, man." And they're always wanting to hear her pop tunes, and
Yeah.
they're less interested in advancing. So it's clear that artists in some way advance. They don't do the same thing all the time, but I'm not sure I'm quote stuck in this mode. I think it's partly a function of where we go, how much time we have,
Mm-hmm.
and if we went up to some locale where the landscape was the primary feature, we'd be photographing different things.
Yeah. Well,
But
there is
my eye does always gravitate toward these reflections.
yeah. I was just gonna say, you can't really ignore it when you're eye is taking you somewhere, and you see a picture, you want to take it. But I do
Right,
feel
right.
I do feel for actors and recorded musicians and anybody that might fall into that category where they, let's say they have a hit 30 years ago,
Yeah,
and people love it. I mean, they're blessed that they have this great hit, and on the other hand, you know, it's like haunting them. They can't seem to get past it, and
yeah.
it can't be fun.
And if their success depended on that one hit, they feel like that's their own personal bar they have to equal every time they write something.
Right.
Maybe I told you the Quincy Jones story. I saw him once in a Q&A session with, a large audience, 200 or 300 people, and I think he had the answer. Somebody in the audience said, I've written a song. What do I do? And his immediate response was, write 100 more.
Yeah.
So you just keep doing and doing and doing, and in a way, the artistic evolution takes care of itself because you just keep doing it, and you burn yourself out on one thing and move on to the next.
Yeah. On the other hand, I went to a Phil Collins concert a while back, and his hit medley was like 3 hours long. And he hadn't
Really?
done
Oh yeah.
anything new in a long time. So for him, it
Uh-huh.
worked out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look at Elton John, or any of these really top top listed people.
Yeah.
Paul Anka, lots and lots and lots of hit songs.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And I
And
think you
they're all
get,
different, maybe
yeah.
in the same vein, but they don't repeat themselves.
Yeah. Well, I would say, you know, it's fun to know where to split the difference between, let's say you take 100 reflection shots, but still when you get them home and you go, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
Like you don't want to turn that off, but make sure you still, proceed in another direction if that's what your calling is.
right.
I know the other thing back on this is that, I've lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. We're not, at this point, we are not selling anything. So we don't have to worry about market value or
Right. Yeah.
this is just, the ple- pleasing your creative side.
Right.
So
Yeah.
really no
True.
reason not to do what you feel like.
Yeah.
So, and as you can tell, your reflection photos have sort of influenced my eye.
Hmm.
So that's something you're going to have to deal with.
Oh my God.
Look at that. That's reflections.
Yeah,
That's
that's
reflections
nice.
in reflections.
Yeah. Multi-layered.
Yeah.
What's the thing in the rear there? Is that
Uh, this was
actually
on a
behind the glasses, or?
Yeah, this is a bookshelf behind the glass in the front of the store. So this is like
Uh-huh.
an antique store or
Oh yeah.
whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And then this is the one in black and white. So I
Oh yeah.
ask you,
Ah, I think the color has more impact.
yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have included the color. Yeah,
Yeah. The layers separate themselves.
right. There's more complexity.
Right.
Speaking of layers, look
Oh
at this
my
one.
God. Yeah. I thought this was kind of interesting when I was working with it on the computer because it looks like um, it's like through a glass darkly, where it looks almost vignetted.
Yeah, it does.
And there's a clear space somewhere in the center and the lower center, but you're looking through a darkened space in the upper areas.
Yeah, and this has dark moodiness.
Yeah.
This is not dark and moody. This is colorful and lively.
Yeah. More more dare I say it, breasts.
Prestige.
with flowerage.
Now blue and orange are not exactly diametrically opposed on the color wheel, but
Uh-huh.
that's a nice color scheme there. The orange and the
Yeah, it
green and the
is.
blue. A nice
Yeah.
blending of tones.
Yeah. Tonnage. No, and here's my meditative photograph for the day. Buddha on wheels.
Yep.
Roll him wherever you need him to be.
Now, he looks like he's had some dentures removed. No offense to anybody.
Yeah.
Normally, he has a pretty full face, doesn't he?
Are you sure it isn't just my angle of vision?
That could be. Or maybe the statue's broken or something. No, it looks
Yeah.
like. By the way, hey, Linda, try it again. Okay, I'm going to throw this in for the illusion of full disclosure.
Mm-hmm.
I took a picture of some scratches on a window, which didn't even make the cut today, and had it on manual focus so I could focus on the cuts. And then forgot to turn it back to autofocus.
Oh, that's what happened.
This is my dog picture.
Yeah.
Oh, well, enough of that.
I kind of like this. I thought it was amusing.
Yeah.
You're smiling.
Did you buy one? The mouth stopper?
Well, no, I think I should have deleted that. I don't want any mouth stoppers.
No, please. Oh, the hat, the hat with no head,
and the pole
going right through it,
and the plant tickling the pole.
Oh, this is good. This is vertical layers.
Yeah. See, one thing I guess you can say is every reflection picture, if you just say reflection, it sounds like they're all the same, but they're really quite different.
They're not, yeah. And if you take the time to spend a second looking at all the elements in a picture, they get very complex, a lot of things tied together.
I was going to title this, or maybe I did, "If It Quacks Like a Duck," but I didn't. I didn't want you to take that as an allusion to you. So
I wish we could put the titles in. Your titles are really good.
What is the title of this one? I can't remember. Oh, maybe "If It Quacks."
I don't know. I can't tell without taking the chance of losing the program.
But I guess visually, what I liked about that picture was the two different mirrors kind of fragment the image of you. Oh, and this one, yeah.
This one, I apparently didn't have the GoPro going. It didn't make the on the loose video.
No. Well, this is really just a straightforward picture of that doll sitting in a rocking chair, but she's posed in such a it looks like her leg is totally broken and bent up in an impossible position.
At first glance, she looks so relaxed
and happy.
Yeah,
my leg is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, look, joy! Oh, joy!
I could put my foot on my shoulder.
Oh, joy! Oh, joy! Yeah.
Looks like something happened to her nose too.
Yeah, she kicked herself.
Oh, that could be. Oh, no, had my finger fell down. Okay, this is Lee, and she had a couple of dogs that unfortunately I missed on the autofocus thing. Actually, she was not really sharp either. I'm sorry, Lee. Could have got a better picture if I'd have remembered to put it back on autofocus. But she was.
And
really cute.
Let's hasten to add that she's not really sharp is not a comment on her personality.
Oh, no. She
was
actually quite sharp sounding and cute dogs. I wish I'd have got more pictures, but I'm a knucklehead. Anyway.
Well, you know what makes this picture a real success?
You in the corner?
That's right. Me looking to make sure I've got the GoPro pointed at you, not at myself.
Checking who you're taking pictures of.
Right.
Okay. Fortunately, look at him. I think this is Shelly. Shelly was in focus only because it was the same distance as the scratches on the window. And the poor dachshund in the background. I'm sorry.
Now these are Lee's dogs?
Yeah. This is the illusion of full disclosure, by the way.
I like the dog ear at the bottom of the picture.
Yeah. Well, so this guy was perfectly calm. I have a picture when I was standing by the door. I have a picture of this dog, and he's laying on the floor. He's just relaxing, chilling out. And when I got the camera down low and got close to him, he just freaked out. He was just bouncing around, tail wagging. I'm glad he didn't lick the lens on my camera.
Yeah.
He was really enthusiastic. If you check out the On the Loose video, you can see what I mean. It was really
Yeah.
caught
He's
me
got
off
to look
guard.
up. Camera.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
boy.
lick.
Oh, here he goes.
Put that tongue back.
Yeah, in addition to treats, you're going to have to start carrying a muzzle.
That's right. I've been pretty lucky. I had one dog snap at me out of all the dozens and dozens just on the coffee girls.
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm happy. I'm the GoPro technician.
Happy to be 10 feet away with a GoPro and
Right. Yeah.
on the end of a club.
Yeah. Well, this is actually another view of the earlier window reflection. Same dress, same shirt, but there's a plant planted
Yeah.
and thriving.
I was just going to say that's a healthy looking plant.
Yeah, right. That looks better than anything in my garden.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, same here. Before all this heat sunk in,
Yeah.
everything was looking great. And then
Yeah. I always have great intentions to water outside.
Yeah.
But by the time I crawl out of bed, it's too hot to go out.
The water's going to evaporate in 30 seconds.
Right. It won't even get out of the hose.
Yeah. I could see that.
Right.
I watch some gardening videos, particularly vegetables and stuff occasionally, and man, they're all complaining. This heat wave has just covered the whole country. Everybody's tomatoes are disappointing. The cucumbers didn't come out. Oh, good.
One ideal is to become, not if not completely, at least borderline self-sufficient. Grow your own vegetables and so on and so on. But anybody who's relying on that right now, in the midst of all this heat,
you're in trouble.
Is out of luck. Yeah.
If you didn't grow.
I like that picture.
Lots and lots. I do too. To me, it's the soft background and the bright green. Man, that is a green. If you did an RGB thing, it would all 255 on the green.
Yeah. And the plant in the foreground, the real plant, looks like it's echoed in the plants in the dress and in the shirt.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy.
Plus there was a
silk screen plants, real plant.
A floral theme inside the shop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just saw a bunch of lines.
Yeah.
I'm not unhappy with this. I would have cropped it a little differently if I took another half second, but yeah.
Is your combination of symmetries, asymmetries, more is more, less is more?
Exactly.
More is less.
Yeah. And when you write that down.
More is never enough. Don't forget that one.
That's right.
Oh, even more. Oh, what's really cool? The curved ironwork in the lower right against all those.
Sharp corners.
Yeah, sharp corners.
Now, Linda was asking, there's a name for that kind of feature on a roof. Do you know
it's not a garret, but it's a gable. The House of the Seven Gables.
That's right. That went through my mind, and I thought, nah, yeah, that's a gable. Yeah.
That's where Clark lives.
That's how he got his name. House of Seven Gables. Oh, that's not his name.
Him and his siblings.
Okay, this is the one that I had in my mind. The other ones were kind of insurance shots, but that's this is good. And I like the sun flare and the Christmas lights texture on the wood.
This looks like you've reduced the scene to its essential elements.
Oh, this is apparently my new theme. I've taken these, like I said, the first one, I couldn't get far enough away, and thought, well, I'll take it anyway. And then I liked the distortion, so this is my new theme. I got to say, this is another reason that it's a good idea to go out, take pictures, even when you don't feel like you want to take pictures. You end up kind of forcing yourself to find a new level of interest, or we
Yeah.
call them themes, I guess, for lack of anything better. But if you just sat around watching YouTubes like I would probably do, uh, you know, you probably wouldn't go out and take pictures. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the whole point is, instead of us watching all those other photographers on YouTube, get them to watching us and thinking, wow, those guys really have something cool going on.
Well, that's the
And
idea. I
then,
mean, I
yeah,
I'm not being completely comical when I say we have a lot of fun on Wednesday mornings,
yeah,
and I hope we influence, even if you go out by yourself, but grab a friend. I mean, how did this start? I think I showed you an old camera that I bought, and you like photography? Hey, let's go shooting sometime. And we actually did. We didn't just talk
yeah,
about it.
right, right,
And
right.
that was 4.5 years ago.
Yeah, we nagged each other enough that finally we had to do it just so we'd quit nagging each
Yeah,
other.
and there are days when, frankly, on a Wednesday morning, I'm going, I don't know, but
Yeah,
there's an obligation I don't want to miss. Plus, uh, you know,
it's fun.
and it's fun.
Yeah,
So
we
it's like,
have fun doing this for you.
yeah, going to the gym. It's something you don't want to do particularly, but on the other hand, you don't want to miss.
Yeah,
But most of
and
the time, I'm
if you know somebody else is going to be there, depending on your good company, then
yeah, yeah.
the obligation becomes a pleasant one.
It's like what I call it, the party syndrome. You don't feel like going, but you feel like being there.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's the transitions that'll kill you, and you can write that one down too.
all right, that goes in the rule book.
Rule book.
Three
But anyway,
minute rule transitions.
yeah.
And
Oops, wrong 3 minutes.
you know,
That is
it
not a three
also
minute rule.
doesn't hurt to have that carrot on a stick in front of you, whether it's Porto's or Starbucks or that
Right,
giant donut place
right.
in downtown LA. What is that? The something market?
The Grand
The
Central
downtown
Market.
market? Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. Plus, most of the time, you know, laughter is the best medicine. We sort of
Yeah.
giggle and chortle through the whole thing. So,
Right. Yeah. I look through my pictures and I think, oh, there's actually something that might be fun to show.
oh, this was a perfect example of it this week. I was so like the heat was just killing me on Wednesday, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, oh man, I didn't get many pictures, and half of them were blurry because that darn autofocus thing, and what a waste. Maybe I shouldn't even bother this week. But then I thought, well,
Uh-huh.
better go look. And sure enough, the elves came in the middle of the night and turned a lot of it into good stuff, particularly the video. The video
Yeah.
was a lot better than I thought. A little shorter than normal, but if you haven't seen it, it's on the loose videos. Burnin in
Yeah.
Burbank on the loose.
It was fun. I
It was
watched it.
fun. Yeah.
If, even if I do say so myself, and the chef should never praise his own stew, but it's really your stew, and I had fun watching it and listening to it.
Well, it's a symbiotic relationship. Is that right?
Yeah, I think.
Both benefit. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
And this is a cheap shot for me. Anytime I see a sign that's either clever or old or both,
Hmm.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they don't tear these down. I mean, I think the shop is still a shoe repair shop, but if this
Uh-huh.
turned into a coffee shop, the fact that they wouldn't, I would like to think that they didn't take this sign down and just turn it into a guy
Mhm.
walking through a cup of coffee or whatever. Just don't tear down the old signs.
Yeah.
I think it shows a lot of concern for the heritage of the neighborhood or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how to pontificate.
It puts your brain to work too, because you see deluxe repair over a coffee shop, and that raises that coffee in your estimation. Say,
Yes.
wow, this is going to be really restorative coffee.
Now, based on our analyses of our photos, I would say that you could probably turn that foot into a coffee theme. This coffee is worth walking to. I don't know.
Walking your feet off
Yeah,
and coming in here and getting them repaired.
that's right. Oh,
Oh, not so soon. Oh. My best incentive for taking more pictures
yeah.
is, once we're through with this little conversation, I don't know what to do with the rest of the day. and just sit here and watch it over and over again and build up the number of likes. Oh, thank you,
Hey,
Linda.
Linda, finally. God, I was worried.
Yeah, she's just in the other room, but
Yeah, but I
I thought I'd
forgot
have
to
to
turn
drive
on the
out there and
chat
check on
feature.
you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Glad you're with us. Okay, Bob, let's have it. Jump in there. And how about the rest of you? It would be
Yeah,
cool if somebody would just ask a question or say something like my beloved Linda does. It
yeah,
would be great. Or leave a
yeah,
comment. My granddaughter does. She can't. She's working during the live streams, but she leaves comments on the channel and stuff. Nudge, nudge,
yeah.
wink, wink.
Hint, hint. Yeah.
Yeah. So come on, jump in there.
Step up, folks.
Come on. You've got things to do, including.
Yeah, right.
But enough of that. And don't forget our webpage. And we do.
Yeah,
We got stuff. Go to snapitbrothers.com and take a look around. Make us
yeah.
feel
Free
good.
stickers. Free stickers. Don't
Free,
forget that.
free stickers.
Yeah.
Just like that one.
Yeah, you can get free stickers, and you can follow our philosophy. Anytime you see a sticker forest, you can plant another tree.
I'll tell you what would be cool if we were walking around somewhere and we saw a Snap It Brothers sticker that we didn't put there.
Yeah, man.
Get it? Nudge,
Yeah.
nudge, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Harry.
It's been great,
Yeah,
and
man.
I will see you Wednesday. Oh yeah, where's
Yeah,
my
Wednesday
quick,
for
quick?
sure.
Ah,
Click.
all
clink,
right.
Clink. And
Cheers, clink, splash.
thanks to everybody for watching and supporting our channel.
Yes. Take care. Have a good week, everyone.
See ya. Bye.